Hi there guys, this is Trevor from RMK Outdoors, and today I'm doing a quick overview and kind of first impressions video. It's going to be on my new Rockpals 300 watt power station. So Rockpals was kind enough to send this over to me for a review. That doesn't influence my review in any way, but I am thankful for the opportunity. I'm going to be using this on my upcoming kind of car camping series that I'm going to be working on. I want to get, along with backpacking and hiking, from here on out, but I want to do a lot of car camping. I recently built a platform for the back of my Subaru Forester, and I want to get some footage and some adventures on car camping, and I knew I needed a key piece of gear, which was a generator, a power station. So the full overview will be coming soon before I get ahead of myself, so stay tuned. Okay, I tend to get ahead of myself on talking about reviews and stuff like that, but you guys get the gist of what I'm going to be using this for. It does come in at 7.5 pounds, so this isn't like a backpacking. You're not going to be using this for hiking or backpacking, really. For me, anything along the lines of this is going to be for primarily car camping or as a backup power source. So I won't be using it necessarily as a backup power source. I could. I actually received a unit from Duracell as well, which we'll be doing a kind of video overview alongside of, but that thing is like 50 pounds. It's absolutely absurd. It's just a tank. So this will be kind of my go-to for car camping. 300 watts should be plenty. Plenty for everything I need to keep charged. So I have a couple little things here to show you guys what you can charge with it, and actually this is going to be my first kind of test with it. I have it fully charged up, but we're going to go over the specs. I know this is an overview, so the full review and footage of me using it will be down the road. This guy comes in at $229. You can buy it on Amazon or from Rockpals website. I will have a link in the description of where you can pick this up, and I think that's a pretty competitive price. There are some coupons out there as well that you can get, so maybe around $180 to $190. I think that's a very fair price for this guy. Goal Zero is kind of the industry standard. That and then Jackery, I think, are kind of the main go-tos, and I don't have either of those. I have done research on them, so I want to see how this stacks up against it. Price-wise, it's a very good price, and then they do have a 24-month warranty, so a 2-year warranty along with this guy. And then we'll kind of go over the nitty-gritty of what you have and how you can use this. They do sell solar panels for this guy as well. I didn't get one of those, which I don't really think I'll need. Most of my car camping I do have the 12 volt in the back of the Subaru, so I have the cord. It does come with a 12 volt to AC to charge this, so my plan is to keep it in the back of my car. That cord is in there right now. Keep that cord in the back of my car at all times, and then when I use this, I just plug it in, and this charges up on the way to wherever I'm going. So I'm super excited that my car, for one, has that port in the back, and then this came with that cord. So it does come with that cord, and then you do have just the normal charging cable here. So this guy is going to be just the normal brick with the AC adapter. I did charge this. I got it at 60% charge, and I think it took about 2 to 3 hours to get it up to 100%. So it does charge slow, but you're using it on a trip and you're charging it in the back while you're driving there, or obviously at home before. You're going to be just fine. So we'll actually turn this on real quick and see how well it held. That was about a week ago when I got it, so we're still at 100%, so that is very good. 100% on there. I'll start plugging things here in a second, but I want to make sure it is a lithium ion battery, so very high quality battery there. You've got like the charge temperature things here. I'm not going to go over that. So the input is going to be a 15 volt 3A 45 watt max. You have an AC out at 300 watts. So the highest thing you can charge off of this would be taking away 300 watts, which is plenty for me. I'm not a crazy, I don't know that much about all these charge ports. I know that it is important to pay attention to that, but I know that this is going to be plenty for what I'm using. I'm really going to be charging my camera, my camera batteries, my drone batteries, my phone, my backup power brick for hiking, and then the occasional little things like microphone and USB lights and stuff like that. So nothing crazy. I do kind of want to see if this could charge power an electronic blanket for car camping in the winter, but I'm not going to use that for now. So I'm going to show you guys how you can kind of plug this in. For instance, you have, this is my external charger. That's going to go right here, USB to USB-C to USB-C, and it's charging that. So you can actually see the output on here. This says 20 watt output. So everything you connect, which is an amazing feature, so that way you're not just connecting everything and you're going to blow this thing up or void the warranty or whatever. It tells you how much juice you're using. I didn't even know that. So look at that. We're doing an overview with you guys. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to see if I have this 60 watt brick here, and I have two USB-Cs coming off of it, and I want to power my tablet over here and my phone, and I want to plug this into the AC outlet and see. That way I can keep open my USB-C or my USB-A ports here. Okay, so that works. It hasn't gone up from 20 yet, so we're going to use the USB-C to USB-C on my tablet. Okay, so we're learning. You actually have to click on the AC power. You have to hold down these little buttons on the bottom here to get power to that, so it's not just going to automatically do it. I'm assuming that's sort of a safety feature to make sure that you want charging what you want charging. Okay, the tablet is charging now. It is fast charging too, so this 60 watt is pulling what it should. We're now at output of 37 watts. Let's take this last cord here, plug in the old phone. Okay, now both are working, both are charging, and we're at 48 watts. So, I mean, honestly, 300 watts is going to be absolutely enough. I don't really even know what I would power. You do have a 12 volt on the front. We'll go over the front now. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself again. But you have a 12 volt out on the front here that you can click on and off. You've got DC in, so that's where you charge it. And then you have a DC to DC out. I don't really have much that I charge off of DC outs. So I don't think I'll be using those much. And then you have 3 USB-Cs. You have 3.0, 3.1s, and then one 30 watt USB-C out. So, and then obviously your AC out here, which you can use a brick and then get 2 more USBs if you need. I'm still at 48 watt output. It just clicked down to 99%. So kind of do a quick overview. You do have a nice grab handle here, and then on the sides you have, it looks like where the fan would be outputting once you start heating this thing up. I'm trying to listen. I don't think I have enough plugged in right now. Let's do this. Let's plug in. Okay, so we're gonna fully juice this thing out. Well, not fully really, but I'm gonna plug in my headphones here. I've got AirPods via USB. Okay, that barely did anything. It's up to 47 watts. And now, this should be a decent test. I've got my Mavic Mini, which is really a huge reason why I wanted to get a Powerstation, because I plan on getting a ton of drone shots here soon, and I wanted to make sure I had a way of keeping my drone charged up while out. Okay, so we're still at 47 watt output, and I have a pair of headphones, phone, drone, backup portable charger. This thing normally takes quite a bit of juice, and a full-size tablet, so it's not even making this thing sweat. I should probably just go and plug my refrigerator and try to plug it in here to see, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to test this thing crazy, because this is honestly everything I'd probably have plugged in. Maybe one more USB port to like some lights, some fancy car camping lights or something, but this is pretty much it. So it's working exactly how I hoped it would, and I still have ports to use, so I should probably just leave this here and make sure everything's juiced up. But okay, well, I probably missed a bunch. Now, I've got everything plugged in how I should. I have my most power hungry guy here, the power brick to the USB-C, which is a 30 watt output, and then this making this the AC, the brick making it a 45 or a 61 watt output, which we're still at 47, so it must, nope, we dropped down to 98%, so it is draining the battery a little bit. I wanted to see how quick it would drain charging all these, but every single thing I have right now yeah, is charging. So that is amazing. This thing is pretty small. It is a 10.5 by 5.3 by 8.5. So it's pretty small, honestly. 7.5 pounds. You've got some rubber grips here on the bottom. This thing is going to do what you need it to, unless you need something crazy big. I know Yeti, the Goal Zero Yetis, they make like a 1500 watt. This is a 300 watt. I think it's plenty for everything I need for a day out or a night out with car camping. But this has been a quick overview. I know they just came out with this, so I wanted to get this out for you guys, and I didn't want to go crazy in depth. Testing this thing to its max. I wanted to show you what I'm going to be using it for, what I think 90% of people will be using it for, and how it worked. So everything's working just fine as intended, still at 98%. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to go there. It is not an affiliate link yet. I'm going to work on getting those set up, but it's just me doing it to help you guys out. So if you guys like this kind of content, this was kind of a different video. Normally I do hiking gear, backpacking gear, but I am wanting to get into car camping, kind of overlanding, so this is getting close. If you guys like that kind of content, go ahead and hit like or subscribe if this helped you out. We are gaining subscribers pretty steadily, and that is awesome, and I thank everyone for the continued support on that end, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thank you.